Hey guys, so it's been over an hour. We are back, and this is how our dough looks like. See that? See that? It's like a ball. So I'll take one at a time and go ahead and roll it out and fry our Mandazi. This is my best part. The flour is soft. See that? And depending on the consistency, sometimes you might be needed to add some flour on the dough or on the surface, which helps the dough not to stick once you start rolling. So I go ahead and divide this into two, or whatever manageable size you prefer, but I think two is okay. I'll be able to roll this out comfortably. So you're doing like you're tucking it in to have an easy time to roll it, and you don't need to knead it one more time because you did the initial time and gave it time to rest. So this is ready. I just apply some flour on the rolling pin and go ahead and start spreading it. Again, we used Mizizi ready-to-use donut flour. Just trying to spread that. And if you feel it's too much, which I do, you can reduce the size and work with what you're comfortable with. So there's no right or wrong. This is thick. So spread it. And by doing this, you'll be able to determine how thick or thin you want your Mandazi or your donut to be, and that will help to know if it's gonna come out dense or if it's gonna have a hole in the middle or some air. So I'll say about a 1/4 inch is a good size. And if you're not sure, I always advocate for you to take a little pinch, maybe from there, something that size, work it out and see what size you go with. I think that's another sure way to do it. So I feel like this is a good size. Our hot is ready. I prefer using a fryer because you are able to time and you can tell when the oil is ready as well, but that doesn't mean you can use a regular pan with just your oil and you use your eyes. So you just pick and choose what works well for you and go with that. So I'm not doing any specific shape today, and that's the thickness for a start. And once the first one is cooked, you'll be able to tell if the inside is cooked or not. And if it's not, I'll just go ahead and reduce the thickness. Or if I want it dense inside, I'll still go with this, and I'll show you how to make it the other way to have some air inside. Okay? So just cut those into pieces. I'll set them on the side because I don't want to be caught up and not to have what to fry next. So just put that on the side. I like using the pizza cutter. Some people like using regular butter knives. So whatever works for you, please go with that. Okay? There's never wrong and right. Once you did your dough, the rest is on you. Some people use cookie shapers or cookie cutters. You can use that if you're planning to achieve a certain shape. Please do that. So with this one, I'll make it a little bit skinnier, unlike the other one was thick. See that? So this one I'll go a little bit low. So the more you stretch it, the thinner it gets. Like that. And again, you see it's not sticking on the the surface. Okay, like that. And with practice, you'll realize your dough is never the same each time. And it might be caused by how you kneaded it, how much time you gave it. So a lot of factors really come in place on this. So I'll just cut it. Ooh, that was a good flip. And you can see this is a bit thin right there. That's thin. So we'll be able to tell how each of those comes out. Okay. All I know, it is yummy. Okay, let's roll. I'll do a mix of both, and you'll be able to tell the difference on how they will both cook. So you just wait for the color to turn golden. And in case you cook and you have extras, you can always freeze them as well for another day. I keep mine for as long as 2 weeks, and the flavor is still the same. So don't feel bad when you cook and you end up having a lot. But trust me, it's never excess, because this right here, once it starts, you're never done. So let me put the rest in as we wait for this to cool down before we start eating. You can tell there's a hole just by me pressing my hand. See the hole forming? See that? So you can tell that was among the ones that were really thin. Ooh, it's hot. And yummy too. Let me take one more thick one. That way you see. See. I think that, yeah. See that? That has some. Ooh. That has some meat in it. That's dense. And this had the hole inside. See the difference? This is really hot. So guys, try these simple recipes, please. And if you have any question, reach out to me. Again, you can always check our website. That is www.mizizifoods.com. So that's the donut flour. This is 5 pounds. And this takes you a long way. So whatever we did today was 10 cups. I doubled the recipe. But you can always do 5 pounds, which is what is given on the recipe. So those are the instructions for the donut, and that's the instruction for the bread, and that's the donut flour, ready to use, self-rising, well spiced, and you can never wrong. You'll enjoy this, and again, we are always here for you. Thank you for your time. Mizizi Foods and Spices. Take care. Bye bye.